Good evening, folks. I should say good afternoon. Live here from Longlac. We are at Long Walleye Masters NOWT Championship for 2020. We are seeing some incredible fish that join to the weight scale. Good number already. Uh, Steve Gravel and Kevin Robineau, that, of course, just on cue. They've got themselves some buttes.
Hey, thanks very much.
Way to go, Steve. Nice job. Way to go, Kev. I will say this, you're going to see it tomorrow morning when we do a recap of the blast off, but things have changed. What looked to be nice, calm weather, not a lot of wind, things have definitely changed up here in Long Lac. It is a testament to the anglers just to get this far in the day. There's been a few anglers that have had to step out early for a bunch of reasons. One had motor trouble. One almost swamped the boat. It's big lake fishing out here. Folks, if you've never fished Long Lac, I'll tell you this. If you get a wind that's over 20, 25 kilometers from the southwest, this is not a lake you want to be in, especially this end of the lake where the wave is going on. We've got a great crowd on hand. I will say, I can't say enough about the township of Long Lac, the surrounding community of Long Lac, the buy-in and the involvement, participation, volunteering that's going on. We had a kids event going on earlier this morning. A bunch of kids were doing some really cool things. We'll show you those videos as well. If you haven't already seen them, you can go over to the Long Lac Facebook page and get caught up to date with everything that's been going on this weekend. This is a big weekend for the town of Long Lac. It is their championship. It is the NOWT championship, and the Long Lac, being the host of this championship, has done a fantastic job so far in putting on a great show. And we are honored and lucky to see the number of teams that are coming to the scales as we speak. Now, I've been tasked to do a bunch of things, as well as make sure that we're up to date with our standing board. And right now, as you can see, based on the standings, we have some, I wouldn't say surprises by any means. We've got some great sticks in this event. And based on some of the names that you're seeing at the top of the list, I'll see if I can, I can't enlarge that for you. I apologize. Tried to do that. It is what it is. But anyway, you can see in first place, 18 pounds, well, 18.03 pounds is what it is. It's currently in the lead, and that is Captain Brett Robinson and his partner Sebastian. Danny Bacon and Mary Lisa are in second place, and they are some notable anglers, of course, on the NOWT circuit, and it goes from there. We have the biggest fish so far weighed in. I do believe that we are going to see bigger fish. Biggest fish so far is 8 pounds, 8.14 pounds. Ounces, 0.14. How's everybody doing out there? In TV land, in Facebook land, in Long Lac, Walleye, Master Walleye. This is the championship, as I said, of the NOWT. We are thrilled to be here. It's an honor, to say the absolute least, to be a participant in this event. And we are looking to see some great results show up today. Tickets are coming in. I have my wonderful assistant here. What's your name again? Kristen. Guys, thanks so much for handing me the slips. Of course, the slips are my duty to enter in to make sure that all of the weights are tabulated. So I'll do my best to try and talk through this and not to be too boring. If you do have any questions, you can put a comment up in the comment section. If I can answer it, I will. If I have to need to get somebody to do it, great. If you can't hear me, give me a thumbs down and everything in between. Hope it's a grand old time. It's hot out there. Considering and the anglers, I would say, are probably getting beaten up more than the walleye themselves, because it is treacherous out there right now. I dare say you've got 4-foot waves, and I'm not even lying. I'm not even joking. There was a boat, as I said, that came in, took on a bit of water, but they are going to persevere, because if you're a walleye angler, you're not a fair weather angler. You're someone that has conditioned yourself for these kind of elements. This is your forte. This is what you do, because the walleye don't care. The walleye just don't care. It's a big fish. Oh, 764 for team. That's a nice fish. Good job. And fifth here. Five fish. So we've got a couple comments. Let me get to those. Again, we're up here at Longlac. If you aren't sure or weren't aware, this is the NLWT Championship. Tony's, how you doing, Tony? You look even better, bud. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. As always, big supporter. Biggest so far. Yep, 8.14. Tony, if you didn't hear that, 8.14. Beast of a fish. Good looking fish. And they're hoping that we're going to break the double digits up here. We're hoping we're going to see a 10-pounder, which would be absolutely awesome. We will mic in Chantal, who is at the weigh scale. She is the one that's going to be weighing in our fish. She's the weighmaster. As always, in control. Loud and proud, as we all are up here in Longlac. Big shout out, of course, to all the sponsors. And as we have a second here in between boats, let's get to those. There's just too many to mention to go through that entire list. But if you are on this overlay, if you see your logo, on behalf of everybody here in Longlac, the NLWT, and including myself, CFN, we're so happy and honored that you guys are a part of this. It is a big celebration of a coming together of great people. The community of Longlac, I salute you, tip the hat, you guys on. I'm going to be doing double duty. I'm updating the leaderboard to you and trying to make this as entertaining so that you feel as if you're part of it. And with the waste and a bit, hopefully you're going to see everything I do. All right, so got Team 88. That just weighed in. I'll try and do it real time so that you folks can see the action live. Team 88 just weighed in, and a very impressive 10.19 pounds. It's not weight at all. And that is, and in case you guys weren't aware, so you're allowed 6 fish total. So each team is allowed to bring in 6 fish. You're allowed 2 over, 4 under, 1 over, 5 under, or a total of 6 fish. So as I said, the combined totals of that is what we're looking for when it comes to placement. We've got some teams that are up on top right now. Of course, Brett Robinson, Sebastian, 18.03 pounds right now is your current leader. Danny Bacon and Marilisa Bacon is 15.63, and Gilliam and Jordan are 10.19 in third. And we wish all the anglers luck. All right, we'll do our best to make sure that we keep it live so that we can see it at real time. As I said, doing double duty, making sure that we're on top of things. The leaderboard is updated correctly, and we don't make any mistakes. So if I miss your comment, I'll get to it. I promise. I promise. All right. So we've got. This is another thing. Unfortunately, if you bring in dead fish, you cannot weigh in a dead fish. So they had live wells with 6 fish, but unfortunately, Team 92 can only weigh in the 4 that were live, and it happens. But unfortunately, we want to see all these fish return. So 4 fish at 5.72 pounds. That puts them near the bottom of the leaderboard so far, but nothing to be ashamed about. As I said, right now, this is a game of survival of the fittest. These conditions are not the greatest out there. So for all the anglers, our thoughts and prayers are with you that you make it back safely. I certainly don't want to say it tongue in cheek because, as I said, what organizes draft, just to make sure everybody gets safe. The weather definitely turned. Hopefully we have it back. Still no sound. Billy, we got sound now. Can you hear me? The only reason I'm saying that is because I can hear it in the speakers. So I know it's working. It just might not be broadcasting. But if it's changed and you guys can hear me, please give me a thumbs up because you have done a fantastic job telling me it's not working. Working now. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate that. As I said, exciting stuff down here, Longlac. We've got a great crowd on hand out here. Love to see you guys come on down, especially for day two. The weights are just going to get better, but I'll tell you, there's a log jam right now from the leaderboard. The leader right now has top weight of 18.03 pounds, but like 10th place is 7.79 pounds. So there's a bit of a disparity there. But if you're looking for top five, let's say, there's not much of a separation. So when the leaderboard's all said and done, it's going to be interesting to see how close these boats are. And we've got oh, not even a fifth of the field in yet. So we've still got a good number of boats still left way in, and we're going to see a whole bunch of fish as they are supposed to be in. They're due in for 4 o'clock. It is 3:01 now, so I'm going to do my best to try and entertain you folks. If you're sitting back, you maybe got the J game on, or you just sit back having a cold one in this heat. You're enjoying that breeze because it's keeping you nice and cool. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with you. Hopefully, not going to bore you too much. We'll try and keep you as informed and entertained as best we can. But as I said, there's going to be a lot of gaps leading up to this big barrage of boats. They're going to be coming to the docks, and I'm going to be doing double duty. There's a lot of hard work going on here right now, and all the volunteers are. It's just awesome to see how excited they are. Like there's not a single one that's rolling their eyes or yawning or oh, what is it? They are all pumped. Everybody down here is so pumped. The energy is incredible. Um, and I will say this: the wind might be fueling a bit of that. I'm not really sure because it's keeping us cool, but having a lot of fun nonetheless. There's fresh refreshments. You've got bevies, wobbly pops. You got all kinds of things down here. The cooking that's going on right now. Sherry, I don't know how she's doing it on that broken foot, but she's hobbling around and she is working her little buns off to make sure all our bellies are full. And the girls over at the bar are doing the exact same to make sure everybody is staying hydrated as best they can. But we're all down here to have a good time, and that we are. We are indeed. If you want, is first place all six fish? Great question. The answer to that is yes. They weighed in six fish. Yeah, all six fish. And that is team 49. And let me call that, as I said, that is Captain Brett Robinson and his co-angler, Sir Sebastian Depete. Depete, I hope I got that right. If I didn't, my apologies. I know I'm an English person and I should know a little bit better French because we all went to school to learn it, but sometimes I just can't get these vowels correct. So my apologies if I got it wrong. But Brett and Sebastian are in first place, team 49, and yes, they weighed in six fish. It is a nice weight, Billy, 100%, very nice weight. And for those if you've fished Longlac, you understand how the walleye are here. A little surprised, to be honest with you, based on the length of the fish. I was expecting bigger weights because we're seeing 29s and 30-inch walleye showing up here. Now, if you're familiar with the Bay of Quinte or say Lake Erie or some other fisheries, that a 30-inch fish is going to be well over 10 pounds. Surprisingly, they're not. As I said, that fish this morning, I think it measured 29 inches and 8.14, as I mentioned, is our biggest fish. And 29-inch fish is a big walleye. So, all right, we have another team coming up here to the weigh scale. So on, so you can hear weight as it gets weighted. Hopefully you guys can hear the teams as they come up. Chantal is our weighmaster. He's got the referee shirt on. Looks very official. Or maybe over official, depending if you know her. Don't tell her I said that. Okay, a nice healthy bag. You see lots of fish being loaded into this bag. All right, here we go. The weighmaster shoved out. 6 fish.
Locked in weight for all 1101. 1101.
1101. That is a healthy bag of fish, to say the least. So we'll go back to our leaderboard. I will type that in, and hopefully you guys get an update and see what you're looking for in terms of the weights and the final standings. You tried the petite. I have not, Tony, but I have had the ribs, and Sherry's ribs are second to none. They were absolutely delicious. They had a dry rub on them last night. And then you put a little bit of barbecue sauce. I'm not sure what it is that they use for the barbecue sauce. Yeah. And as you know, Tony, yes, I've eaten a few things in my day, so I know a thing or two about good food.
111 down. So weighing 2 together. Locked in weight for both fish. 312. 312. Off the fish. 1 down.
Okay, so we'll get the slip here, and I'll be able to update you guys on what this team. So 2 teams. Okay. So Team 58 came in. And they had 3 fish. Unfortunately, 1 was dead. So they're only able to weigh in 2 fish, 3.12. They got beat up pretty good, so I'm sure they're not thrilled with that, but it's a respectable result given the conditions. I'll say that. All right, Team 30 has also come to the podium, and that is Robert Mitchell, Dean Mitchell. They brought in 6 fish. Wow, well done. 6 fish for the Mitchells. All right, I'll update that. Their grand total was 11.01 pounds, and that changes the leaderboard. They are in a solid 4th place position. So congratulations to Team 30, Robert Mitchell and Marlene Mitchell. 11.01 pounds has put you in 4th place. Fantastic stuff. All right, let's get back to the waist. As I've said, we're trying to keep it as visually entertaining as possible, as the girls are measuring the fish to make sure that they are unders and not overs, or vice versa. Maybe they're overs and not unders. But you're allowed 6 fish total, combination of 2 overs, 4 unders, or you could have 6 unders. As I said, it's a combination of 6 fish. You're only allowed 2 overs, but you can have up to 6 unders as your total bag. All right, let's listen in to see what the weight is.
Locked in weight for all 6, 835.
835. All right, we're going to find out what team this is, and I'll update you guys on that. See if we got any comments here. Did you share with? No, I have not. To be honest with you, Tony, it's been pretty busy. There's a lot of moving parts down here in Longlac, and anytime there's a tournament going on, there's all hands on deck, and everybody's got to help out in order to make it a successful event. And I will have to say, there are no idle hands down here. Everybody's been working their butts off. So they're a testament to the crew, the committee, all the volunteers, and just the town people in general. We've had boats that have had to be helped back to shore, just getting in and out on the launch. If you saw how these boats were launched this morning, they're just shy of 100 boats. Let's hear the wait. 14.88. Wow, that's going to put them in third place. We're going to find out what team that is. I just got to get the slip. I'll find out together. All right. First team's first. Let us put in Team 69. Let's find out who these folks are. All right, Team 69, that is Lanny Shabagaboo and Claude Wabus. And they brought in six fish for Team 69. Six fish. It is, and their total was 8.35. 8.35.
80, hold on, 886. 886.
Some local boys. Everybody's pulling for the folks that live in the Geraldton Longlac area, as are we. We want to see success for everybody. And then this was the team that just weighed in an impressive bag. This is Team 71. And there we go. Local favorites. Darius Chigaboo and Jared Wabus. Six fish total. They had 2 overs, 4 unders for a whopping 14.88 pounds. Well freaking done, boys. 14.88. And if my predictions are correct, it puts him in third place. Look at that, third place. Let's see if I can show you guys the leaderboard. There's the leaderboard. Some local talent and climb up into place with an 14.88 bacon and Maryland rhythm. And got Brett Rob and Sebastian 18.03 pounds 40. And we've got another bag coming.
14 wait for all 6, 12, 11, 1, 2, 1, 1.
Yes, he did. Congratulations to you. 6 fish. Good salt.
Locked in wait for all 6. Hold on, rewait.
Okay, Greg, thanks so much for letting us know. All you folks who are watching, I really appreciate your comments. So when the sound does go, I would say at this stage, I'm probably not going to switch back and forth because if it is having too much to do with the audio, then we'll just leave it as it is. Not much I could do in relation to the picture, but let's just see if I can get this bigger. All right, there you go. Hopefully that didn't change the audio. Is the audio good? Guys, give me a thumbs up so you know we know. And I will leave it like that. So you see the leaderboard, you see the weigh station, and I'll do as little talking as I can.
You put me at 18.4, 23. All 1-1.
What
Yes, we did.
Locked in wait for all
your
6.
team 23? Oh, okay.
882 for 6.
I don't like 18.4. Bobby Boy.
Done. Curtis, it should be good now. Yep. That's my old age. The eyesight can't see. All right. What do we have next? We have team 85. Let's put in team 85. As you can see, lots of moving parts here, guys and gals. Please forgive me. As I said, I've already made my first mistake. And the audio, okay. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Tony. We will leave it like this. I can guarantee you. All right, Team 85, and that consists of Kevin Moffat and Alex Moffat. They weighed in 6 fish, 1 over, 5 under, for a very respectable 8.822 pounds.
Locked in wait for all 6. 1196. 1196.
Good. 8.22. Fantastic. Congratulations, Kevin and Alex. That's a very respectable weight. Unfortunately, it doesn't put you in the top 10, but to weigh in 6 fish on a day like today is an accomplishment in itself. All right, we still got teams coming to the board. I see boats being taken out. So, as I said, lots of moving parts going on right now. Well, we've got a bit of a lull here. Thanks so much again to all the sponsors. Okay, so this team, we're going to get the slip momentarily, and we'll get you guys updated. Again, if it isn't for these folks, this just doesn't happen. So a big shout out, thank you to them. Thank you so much. First, here come weigh slips. If you're on this banner, a big shout out and tip of the hat to all of you. You have made an incredible event possible. Continuing to move right along here. 225. That's Jamie Robinson and Terry Bernat. Nate Bernat. Very respectable 1 over, 5 under. 225 as a whopping 11.96 pounds. Well done. That puts them in 7th place. Fantastic. Team 25, Jamie and Terry. Good for you guys. Right, up next, we have Team 66. Team 66 consisting of Frank and Alexa Lombardo. All right, they Team 66. This is Frank and Alexa. They just 2 unders, 2.21 pounds. So they got beat up. Unfortunately, the fish gods were not with them. But let's hope that Frank and Alexa do better tomorrow, as the weather is supposed to turn for the better. But again, just getting back to the dock with any fish is a true testament and a bit of an accomplishment in my eyes also. All right, Team 51 just came to the weigh scale. That consists of Cedric and Denny Seguin. Impressive total. Wow, look at this. They got 6 fish, 2 over, 4 under. And let's see where they end up on the leaderboard. 13.27. That's going to put them in a really good place to find out. You look at that place. Team 51. Congratulations, Cedric and Denny. You are 5th place with a total of 13.7 pounds. Congratulations. Again, folks that are able to go out in this weather and produce, under pressure, with the elements against them, the fish don't care. They don't. At the end of the day, they'll bite if they're hungry, but they don't give a crap how windy it is. It's raining. I do believe that there is possibly a storm coming in through here, so we're hoping that all our boaters get back safely. So far, knock on wood, everything's gone off without a hitch. We had one boat that returned that had engine trouble, and another boat that took on a little bit of water just as it was rounding the point here. But all in fun, all is okay. Everybody's doing well. I see nothing but big smiles. Everybody's having a grand old time. Well said, Joe. Fantastic. And I'll tell you, it's that kind of sportsmanship and support that we see on the regular up here on this trail. With, amongst all these anglers, I can't say enough about Northern hospitality. And all these guys and gals support one another like I've never seen before.
Locked in, wait for 6. 5-2-2.
5-2-2. As I said, very respectable considering what they've had to deal with. It has not exactly been the greatest day to be fishing. Once we get the slip, I'll update you guys on the team so you know exactly who it was that came to the podium in case you don't recognize these beautiful faces. And as we sit here and watch Chantel do what she does best, there is quite a crowd growing out here. Got a good bunch of folks looking to see this right to the end. Of course, if you want to come on down to get fed and maybe have a few wobbly pops, there's Caesars. I go up to the bar and ask Nate for her specialty Caesar. Incredible. All right, there's a healthy bag.
Locked in, wait for all 6. Re-wait.
All right, so what that usually means is they have to reweigh. It's because a fish has kicked and unfortunately was not able to lock in. So Chantel, in the utmost of professional, makes sure she does not want any angler to go without or be gypped a few small pounds. She always does a fantastic job. This is why she is known as the Northern Waymaster. She knows her stuff. She's been doing this for a number of years. She's invested in a lot of time in this, and no one does it better. So here we go with the reweigh.
Locked in, wait.
10-0-3. All right, the slips will be coming shortly so I can update you guys. Here we go, 2 more slips that have just showed up. All right, let's start with Team 60 that was here at the weigh scale. If you recognize them, then you'll already know what they managed to do. They managed 6 fish, all unders, and that is Donald and Bridget Shabbat.
Locked in, wait for 100.
Team 60.
0.75.
5.22. That is their total. Very respectable, as I said, given the situation that they've had to deal with all day. Team 50 is up next. Let's see what Team 50 has. Team 50 consists of Pascal Turgeon and Patrick Boldu. Very impressive bag. They brought in 2 overs and 4 unders. And their total weight was 10.03 pounds. Wow. Doesn't make it into the top 10, but I'll tell you, that is very respectable. So congratulations, Pascal and Patrick. Nice total there. Who's up next here? Team 5. Team 5. Okay, and who does that consist of? We got Jesse Ouliot and Alex Goulet. Team 5 managed just 1 under. So they got beat up pretty good, and unfortunately the fish gods were not with them. They had come in already with very impressive big fish of 5.93 pounds. So this just adds to their total. 0.75 pounds for the 1 under. So they went back out, and they're starting to creep back up. They managed 2 fish today. So a combined total, as I said, of 6.68 pounds. Very respectable. Keeps them in the hunt.
13-63.
Let's find out what team that was. Wow, 1363. Let's find out who this is. All right, 1363. That was a good total. Wow, Team 40. All right, who we got up here? Team 40. That is Peter, local favorite, Peter Shabagaboo and Pamela Hardy. Good job. Good job, team. As I said, with the local favorites, everybody wants to see them do well, and totally understandable. They're all cheering them on. As I said, this is probably why we've got a good crowd out here, because we got a local, some good local talent that is on full display and doing a fantastic job. 13.63. Let's find out where that puts them. They're saying they're going to be in the top 5 with that total. And As I predicted, Peter and Pamela are in fifth place, 13.63 pounds. Great job, Team 40. We're going to be seeing you tomorrow, seeing if you're going to be able to meet or surpass that weight on your way to hopefully the podium and, of course, the NOWT Championship trophy. But more importantly, the Longlac Walleye Masters Championship belt. That is the prize that everybody's hoping to claim for no other reason. It's bragging rights. And, of course, there's a boat. There's a Princecraft boat that's available. Fully outfitted boat, I might add. It's got a beautiful Mercury motor on it and some Garmin electronics. Needless to say, someone's going to be taking that Princecraft home. All right, who we got coming up next? Again, if you have any comments, you have any questions, you want to know where your team is, how they're doing, by all means, please put your questions in the comment. I'll do my best to get watching. I'm watching on YouTube. Able to zoom in on the weight scoreboard and also sorry about that. 268. We're gonna find out what team that is. Sylvie Colan. Thanks for the hey, you know what? Thank you for tuning in. So we really appreciate the support. And I know all the folks up here who are doing their best to try and put on a good show are thankful for those kind of comments. So really appreciate that. As I dare say, we're maybe through a third of the field right now, so we've still got a ton of boats. At Blast Off this morning, it was unbelievable to see the 96 boats leave here. What a well-oiled machine it was. Watching, well, this is a nice bet. We're going to find out who that team is very shortly. Two, that's the total. All right, we're going to get the slips passed along to us shortly, so I'll be able to update you on some of the team activity. Thank you so much. All right, Team 65. Put that in and find out who we got. We got Kirk and Hunter Brady, and they managed 6 under fish. Team 65 did. That's a respectable. As I said, a lot of folks have found unders. They were not finding the unders during the pre-fish, so go figure. On a day that is like this, where they've got 4-foot whitecaps, they're out there getting 6 unders, which were hard to come by during pre-fish. But 6 unders, 2.68 pounds. The fact they weighed in 6 fish is an accomplishment in themselves. 2.68, something they're going to have to work on tomorrow to get back in the hunt. But again, just to get back to the dock, no shame in that. So congratulations, Kirk and Hunter. And then next up we have Team 76, and that consists of and Raphael, sorry. They have 1 over and 4 under. Very respectable though. 9.52 pounds. That's going to keep them in the hunt. Dare say. Keep them in the hunt. What am I saying? Oh, they've weighed in 6 fish. Wait a minute, guys. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. They weighed in a 7.79 pound fish already. So they've already had it over. They brought in yet another over, plus 4 unders. So on top of the 7.79 and 9.52, Team 76, is it possible? Are they close to first place? Oh, so close. They're at solid second place. Team 76, Dawson Bernath and Raphael Ramsey. Well done. 17.31 is your total weight. Because they brought in a 7.79 earlier this morning. So to add to that total, there's a team that is hot under pressure. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. All right, so that's exciting. So Brett and Sebastian, even though they're on top, folks are starting to chip away at the lead. If you can see the leaderboard, if you're watching on YouTube, obviously you can zoom in, as Sylvie has mentioned. Thanks for letting us know about that, Sylvie. Those who do want to zoom in, I'm not going to change it because unfortunately it affects the mic, so I don't want to do that. So we'll leave as is, but the leaderboard, those weights are getting closer and closer. It's going to be a tight race, man. It's exciting. I'm not even fishing it. I'm excited.
3 and 2 4. Keep that on the carpet. Don't let him move. Anybody know? Together.
6 fish in that bag.
Locked in weight overall 6,882.
882. 6 fish. Not bad. We're gonna get the slip momentarily. We'll be able to update you on who that was, what team it was. We've got 2 slips coming to the podium right now. What's that?
He's not sure about his team members. He gave his name.
Okay. Um,
91. 91.
Let's see. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Team 67. So that was Ivan and his partner Bill that just came to the stage. 2 overs and 4 under. Team 67 gives them a total of 8.82 pounds. Very respectable. Ivan has been doing this for a number of years. Been on this trail for probably forever. And that's just old hat for him. So congratulations, Bill and Ivan, for being consistent. All right, what's up next? We got Team 20 here. Team 20.
Locked in weight overall 6,342.
Alain Peltier and Brian Peltier. Team 20. They have brought 1 over and 5 under to the dock. And very respectable 5.85 pounds. 5.85 pounds. 5.85 pounds. Very respectable. So congratulations, Alain and Brian. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you can build on that and start climbing up the ladder, the leader ladder. Hopefully where you are, you're enjoying this weather. It is beautiful up here in Longlac. It is the site of the NOWT Championship. For those who already know and who are watching, this is the highlight of the NOWT Trail. It is the highlight for all anglers and, of course, the communities that really depend on this championship. And when you see the amount of buy-in from the communities I see up here in Longlac, something like this just, it should never die. It should never have to die, because a lot of money gets pumped in to the community, much needed money. And I know the community people are very appreciative of that. You have 96 boats involved in this tournament. That's impressive. 12, 18. Okay, we're going to find out what team that is. All right, here comes the slip. Let's get caught up with who just came to the way station. Okay, team 91. Team 91. Just to show how many boats are in here. Can't make this up. That's Corey and Lou Bennett. They managed 6 unders. 6 under. Very impressive. Because unders were kind of hard to come by during pre-fish. So it's nice to see that folks are catching those unders, especially in this weather. 6 unders gave them a grand total of 3.42 pounds. Unfortunately, that is not going to keep them in the hunt, even though they brought in 6 fish. Congratulations for doing so. But 3.42 pounds, they're going to do some work tomorrow. In verse number 19, team just came, and that's Dylan McGann and Greg Wilson. They brought 2 overs, 3 12 pounds. So that is a healthy bag of fish. So Dylan and Greg, congratulations to you. You could certainly work on that for tomorrow. I do believe this might even put you in the top 10. Let's see if I am correct. 19. There they are. 8th place. 8th place. Congratulations. Congratulations to that. All right. So we're building on it here. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. All is well in wherever it is you are. If you're watching the Jays play, if you're watching your kid play, if you're just listening along with whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're building something, fixing something. We love the fact that you're with us. And if you can give us a like, if you can give us a share, we really appreciate it. It just helps with the algorithm, and it helps put more of a spotlight on the town of Longlac, and they deserve it. This town, based on what they have done for this championship, thumbs up, boys and girls. You all should take a bow. All right. Well, we're starting up the leaderboard. Lots of big totals still to come. Lots of big sticks still to check in. This is Jesse and Francis Deschamplain. These guys are always in the top. Let's see. Let's see what we got.
Locked in weight. 18.
Well done, Jesse. Good job, buddy. Yes, sir. Holy smokes. All right, let's get to that right now. All right, that is Team 9 just checked in. These lads, I tell you, they almost won last year in the championship, and it looks like they're going to be in this. Let's confirm that as we go to the leaderboard. Team 9 weighed in 2 overs and 4 unders for a whopping 18.55 pounds. And that there puts them in the lead. Jesse and Francis, congratulations. I expected to see this happen. These lads never disappoint. They always seem to find fish. Fantastic work, to say the absolute least. All right, Team 83 came in as well. And we will find out their totals. Team 83 of Norm Borkelson and Ryan Egan, his partner. They brought in 2 overs, 4 unders for a very respectable 10.06 pounds. As I said, a lot going on here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for keeping up with. If we do make any mistakes or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put in the comment section. Team 83, 10.06 pounds. They can certainly work on that. That is a good total. They've obviously found the fish, 2 overs and 4 unders. But right now on top, you've got Jesse and Francis Deschamplain with 18.55. Brett and Sebastian just trail slightly behind them at 18.03. And in third place, we have Dawson Bernath and Raphael Ramsey, 17.31 pounds. And there's some local favorites that are up there as well, and they're quite in the hunt. So, as I said, folks, if you live in the Longlac, Geraldton area, and you know these anglers, they would love to have your support. So come on out tomorrow for the weigh-in, which will be at 3 down here at the shores of Longlac. The girls are working feverishly, getting all these fish weighed, getting them measured. Of course, you're allowed 2 overs and 4 unders, a total of 6 fish. So if you don't have 2 overs, maybe you only have the 1, you can still bring in 5 unders, or as you saw so far, a total of 6 fish. So you can bring in 6 unders, and it still works. All right, Team 1. Team 1. Haven't seen these folks in a little bit. Team 1, let's get to know them. That is Jim Ukama and Richard Brochu. They had 6 unders that they brought to the podium. And that is an impressive underbag. For 6 unders, 7.84. Nice total. Nice total indeed. 8.4. Nice total. Jim and Richard, great underbag. And Team 64. Who we got here with Team 64? That's Chad Dalrymple and Dave Dalrymple is co-angling. They brought in 1 over and 2 under. Let's see if they had any other fish earlier today. Building on that total. Nope, not building on that total. So with 3 fish, 1 over, 2 under, 5.37. They definitely won't be happy with that, but it's certainly something they can build on. All right. Well, congratulations to the Dalrymples. They got some work to do.
Logged in win for all 6. 950.
950. Let's find out what team that is. We'll get the slip momentarily. Folks, hopefully you're enjoying it at home. We're happy so much that you're joining us. All right, team 36 came to the podium just now. That consists of Dean Bliss and Luke Omet. Sorry if I got that wrong. Wiomet. My apologies. Luke and Dean, team 36, 1 over, 5 under, very respectable total of 10.28. Let's update the leaderboard, find out where they sit. 10.28. Again, very respectable total for both Dean and Luke. That is something you can work on for tomorrow. Team.
913.
Some big totals coming in here. Team 43 just came. That's Jody Villeneuve and Matthew Ells. Very respectable 6 under bag. I know they wanted overs. I know they wanted overs, but to get a bag of 6 unders, 9.50 pounds. Jody has been a long-standing NOWT participant, well-known on this circuit, and usually does very well. Matthew, on the other hand, has become a bit of a social media sensation with some of the big giants that he has caught, and of course we've managed to, or at least had the pleasure of featuring on CFN. So we appreciate Matthew's work, and Jody, long-standing stick here in the NOWT and the Northern Walleye circuit. Congratulations to both you and Matthew for weighing in 6 unders for a total of 9.50 pounds.
721.
Great. Slips are coming in fast and furious now. Team 84 just came to the stage. Team 84 consisting of Jeremy and Steve Cancer. Because I don't want to say cancer. That's terrible. So I'll say Cancer. And if I got it wrong, my sincerest apologies. Team 84 brought in 2 overs and 4 unders. That's respectable, 9.13 pounds. So let's make sure we get that tabulated.
Locked in weight for 834.
1.13 pounds. Good job, Jeremy and Steve. Next up is Team 10. And that is Walt Jinkerson and Josh LaFontaine. They also brought in 2 overs and 2 unders. And with that, have a respectable weight of 7.21. They probably aren't happy with that. Knowing these angles, they definitely want to be on the wait a minute. Hold phone. They've already weighed in 2 fish. They already have 1 over. Oh, this is the team with the biggest fish, 8.14. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. So they have now brought in a total of 6 fish. They have 2 overs, 2 unders. They just brought to the scales. They brought in 2 fish earlier. One was 1.94 pounds, and the other, which is our biggest fish of the day, 8.14 pounds. So Walt and Josh, let's see where you are. With that total, you've got to be on top. No! But they are in a very respectable 4th place. Walt and Josh, congratulations. That is something you can work on tomorrow. I had no idea. I'd forgotten that was the team that brought in the big fish. So with that and the existing totals that they already had, 17.29 pounds is their weight after day 1. Very, very respectable. And as you can see, the logjam that is starting to build in the top 10. We have Jesse and his dad, Francis Deschamplain, on top with 18.55 pounds. Brett and Sebastian just behind them at 18.03. Got Dawson and Raphael at 17.31. And then Walt and Josh just moved up into 4th at 17.29. But I just want you guys to know we got some really good sticks coming to the stage very shortly. I'm starting to see the boats collect out here in the bay. So stay tuned, because the excitement is only going to build from here. And we're hoping to keep you engaged through all of it. Happy Saturday to all who's watching. If you're following along, as I said, just give us a like, give us a love, give us a share. It helps build Longlac for all the work that's being done down here by the locals. And of course, all these anglers that devote an incredible amount of time away from their families to participate in these events, to keep that money wheel spinning. And there's an influx of money that comes into each of these communities because of these tournaments, and they so appreciate it. And you see it; it's on full display down here in Longlac. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, come on down and join us. It's quite a show. You'll certainly appreciate the work. 1078. We're going to get some slips coming to where I'm stationed, or I should say chained to the desk. I'm enjoying this. Hope you guys are too. Hopefully I'm not talking your ear off and boring the heck out of you. If I am, if my wife is listening, my apologies, my dear. No, this would be boring that if it was you listening. For all those who are diehards like I am, love seeing beautiful walleye, gorgeous walleye being weighed in and measured right now at the weigh station. Chantel, and I will say the Chantel apprentice, the Chantel number 2, who's doing the measurement. We have a fish right now that is close. I'm not 100% sure it's an over and under. Again, we want to thank, because we have a bit of a here, I want to thank all the sponsors that make this happen. We thank them so much for what they do. We are very appreciative. Audio, if it did, let me know. You folks have done a fantastic job keeping me up to date on the technical difficulties that we are finding. Anyway, here we are. The next team that I have, slip just got handed to me, team 48 that just came to the scales. That consists of Jason Moffat and Jonathan Cartier. All right, team 48. Did they bring a fish in already? No fish. So they managed a total of 5 fish, which was 1 over, 5 under, 10.78 pounds. Very respectable. They could certainly build on that, team 48. So congratulations, Jason and Jonathan, for surviving the day and also bringing in a healthy bag of fish. Nice work, gents. The wind is definitely picked up. It's not letting up right now. These anglers, you can tell as they come to the weigh scale. This has been a grind today. Hats are off to all of them. All coming. Look at the pep in their step here. These guys are running to the weigh scale. This is awesome to see. I tell you, it's more of an honor just to be part of the audience, be a witness to this. It's fun stuff. 6 fish.
Locked in weight roll 6, 10, 12.
10, 12. Let's find out what team that is. 10, 12.
54.
Thanks for that. Great comment. Love seeing this kind of sportsmanship and support. Team 81. Let's get these weights put in so we can update our leaderboard. Okay, so this is Luke and Stevie Theroy. Luke and Stevie, they managed to bring in, well, they brought in 6 fish. Unfortunately, one of them didn't make it, so they have 1 over and 4 under 1. Their grand total of 8.21 pounds will put them somewhere in contention. Oh, wait a minute. They did not. So they only have the 5 fish. Still respectable, 8.21 pounds. So congratulations to Luke and Steve at team 8. Team 8, Syria. So my apologies. And Todd Hibby. It's cold. Ooh, wow. Lads brought in 6 fish, 2 over, 4 under, for a total of 10.12 pounds. That was quite an accomplishment. given, as I said, the conditions out there right now. It is not fun if you are an angler. It's even less fun if you're a walleye in a live well. But team 8, consisting of Steve and Todd, nice work, lads, nice work. All right, next up here is team 27.
Locked in weights.
27, consisting of Maxime Pelletier and Ralph Dambozi. They brought in 2 overs and 1 under. Team 27, respectable total, given the fact that they only brought in 3 fish, 8.34 pounds. Well done, lads. Well done. Team 27, Maxime and Ralph. Good job, folks. Good job. All right, I've got more stuff coming in here. We get to your team if we haven't already. You get to hear how they're doing, cheer them on. As I said, leave them a comment in the comment section. We thankfully encourage those to do that. All right, this is Dennis Perrier and Matt Gotcha. We got the walleye, I'll tell you. They brought in 2 overs and 4 unders for a very respectable 9.98 pounds. Well done, lads. Dennis has definitely been on this circuit for a very long time. He's an old hat, great stick, and just a great personality to be around. Lucky to have a guy like that a part of this trail. But 9.98, they'll be happy with that. It's definitely something they can work on for tomorrow. So, definitely, Matt, good luck. Good luck. All right. Who's up here next? Team 77. That is Steve. I'm not even going to bother trying to. I'll just massacre that last name. So, Kureg. Not to be funny, but and Matthew Poulin is co-angler. Team 77 brought in 6 fish themselves as well. Very respectable 6 fish, I might add. This is definitely something they can work on for tomorrow. With 1 over and 5 under, 10.12 pounds. Well done, lads. Good job. We can certainly build on that for tomorrow. All right, what's up? Who's up next here? Team 45. Team 45. And that is Jason Doyen and Laframbraise. These lads always do very, very well. And I'm happy to report the trend continues. All right. This for 2 over, 4 under, 15.63 pounds. 15.63 pounds. Good job, Robin J. Nice work. Definitely puts you in the hunt, and currently right now puts you in 6th place. So those are 2 sticks you're going to watch for as this tournament continues. Jay and Rob have always been in the top 10, always do well, and very respectable anglers on this tournament trail. They keep everybody on their toes, I'll tell you. And they have done so again so far today here on day 1. All right, up next, team 24. That's Bobby Boulier and Michael or Michelle Gauthier. Hopefully I got that wrong. Gauthier, I know I got that right. So team 24, they also brought 6 fish to the weigh station. And with 1 over and 5 under. So for their 6 fish, team 24, Bobby and Michael, 8.37. Very respectable weight. You could definitely work on that. If they manage that again tomorrow, we'll still keep them in the hunt. May not be enough to win, but if the tides turn and the fish gods turn in their favor, who knows what that. As I said, there's quite a log jam when it comes to the leaderboard. This is impressive to see. All right, team 73 just came to the weigh scale, and that consists of Joseph and Robin Schwiller. I hope I got Schwiller. I gotta get better at names. My apologies, folks. Okay, team 73. So they had 1 over and 4 under, 4.83 pounds. They probably won't be too happy with that, but still, to manage to get through the day come in at this time to weigh in 5 fish. No shame in that. So Team 73, Joseph and Robin, congratulations to you, and I'm sure you're gonna go to sleep wondering what it is they need to do to get a better total tomorrow. But, to weigh in 5 fish today is fantastic. 6 fish, father and son team.
Locked in weight for 6. 11-10.
Wow. Fathers, you love to see this. Father and son team. Love to see this kind of stuff. That's awesome. Let's find out. If you don't already know who they are, I'll let you know right now. That is Team 46, Steve Dorval and his son Wesley Dorval. Awesome for them to bring in 6 fish. That's awesome. I love that. I just got to take them off. Sorry, guys. I love seeing the young anglers do well. 11.10 pounds for that father and son team. Steve and Wesley, we're cheering for you. And this crowd out here certainly got excited when they saw that father and son team come to the podium. But 11.10, we're going to love to see that team come to the stage tomorrow to hoist that trophy. And with that bag, they are definitely in contention. Not quite in the top 10, but they're certainly in the mix. Thanks, Cindy, for that. Love to see these comments come in for your fellow team members, family and friends who are cheering along at home. We were doing our best to try and make this as entertaining as possible. I'd love to be able to do it in real time so you guys knew exactly who it was that was weighing in, but unfortunately technology has gotten us to that point. So you got to rely on me, unfortunately, to give you the updates. Another father and son. This is awesome. Oh, I love seeing this, man.
Locked in weight for all 6. 12-13.
I love this, man. Oh, look at the smile on that young lad. Oh, let's find out who this team was. This is exciting. Team 89. Team 89. Jerry and Tanner Francois. I tell you, oh, man, it melts the heart to see these young folks up here and the smile. He gave his dad a big high five. That's so awesome to see. It's what that makes this so exciting, so unique, really, in the tournament trail. It's not often you see a father and son, especially that young of a son, competing with his dad. But to go out there and get hammered around on those waves and bring in 6 fish for a very, very, very good total, respectable total of 12.13 pounds. That's what makes it so exciting. That's what makes it unique about the NLWT. All of the tournament, all the walleye tournaments that go on up here, is they encourage, sons and fathers, daughters, and even mothers for that matter. But you see husband and wife, brothers, uncles, grandfathers. There could be 2 generations, maybe a generation in the boat. You just never know. But to be able to share a moment like this with a young son, bringing a total back 0.3 after a day like today. Good job, Gals. Congrats on a great out. Oh, Steve, we're gonna have to go through these guys and make sure that they work. So I appreciate Steve for letting us know. We will definitely update this as we go forward. As I said, there's tons of moving parts that happen here, but if you want, Steve, if you could just throw down your team number, and I'll make the appropriate correction. Because as I said, I got all the slips here, and we will update the board before we post it, just to make sure that mistakes like that haven't occurred and that we keep everything up to date. So, Steve, if you can remind me what team number you are, and I can do that on the fly.
Locked in weight for all 6. 12-9-3.
All right. This here is team 12. Team 12, that is Mike Capetti and Nolan Capetti. obviously either brothers or they're related somehow, and they have a very respectable bag that they just weighed in. They have 2 overs and 4 unders. Again, on a day like today, that is tough to come by. Team 12, 12.93 pounds, which just barely are out of the top 10, but very, very respectable. And they can certainly build on that for tomorrow. 12.93 pounds. Good job for Team 12. Captain Mike Capetta and Nolan Capetti. Great work. Great work. Father and son, thanks, Jen. Is obviously mom at home watching. And it's great to see that kind of support. Great to see all the family involved, whether they're fishing it or they're just watching along like we are. It's fun to be a part of, and we're honored just the same, whether it's you weighing in fish or you mom at home. We really appreciate all the support that you guys give. Team 31 missed the big fish weight. Team 31. I have 10.12. Team 31, let's go back and look. Steve, I can do this on the fly, I promise. This is what's so awesome about having the teams watch along. They can keep us on the up and up, and make sure that thick fingers and heel like thumbs don't mess up when it comes to registering the totals, so that we are accurate, we have it right. We want to make sure that everybody gets what they're due. We don't want anybody going without. And Steve, thanks so much for letting me know that we got Team 31. See the slip here?
598. Okay.
Things are getting really, there we go. There's oh, you're right. Thanks, Steve. You are correct. There's 2 weights on here. I just got your small fish. Your big fish are not on this board, so this is going to change things, folks. So hold your hats, hold the phone. There are 5 fish in total that were supposed to have been added to Team 31, and for whatever reason, we only added the smaller fish. So we're going to go back and correct that. This is Steve Gravel and Kevin Robineau. So 10.12 for 5 fish, including 7.6. Is this going to change our leaderboard? I dare say it's going to. Thanks so much, Steve, for announcing who is now in 3rd place. Steve Gravel and Kevin Robineau. Thanks, Steve, for letting us know about that. We're able to correct that. All right, Team 9.
6. 1164.
A and Josh Barker is co-angler, Team 59. They brought in 5 unders. Unfortunately, they had 1 fish that was dead, so they could not weigh that in. Team 59. So that is 5 fish for them. 5.98. They won't be thrilled with that total, unfortunately. But needless to say, to survive this day, it's not fun out there, is it, Christelle? That's awesome, too. Yeah. Nice to see some folks jump in here. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Don. Thank you. As I said, we try to do our best. It's not perfect, as you just saw. Thanks for Steve for correcting us, because that would have been a big boo-boo. But just so everybody knows, we make sure that we go over these slips at the end of the day to make sure we have it all right. But when the anglers are following along with us, they can correct us on the fly. But Team 53 just came to the stage. We're going to give you their weights right now. Team 53 was Jonathan Moran and Zachary Moran. They brought in 6 total fish. That is an accomplishment in itself. But to have 2 overs and 4 unders equaling 11.64 pounds, Team 53, it doesn't put you in the top 10, but certainly a weight that you should be proud of. And hopefully you'll be able to build on that for tomorrow. The weather's going to be even better tomorrow. All right, Team 21 just came to the stage, as you probably saw on camera. That consists of Gaetan Dorval and Alain Dorval. They also brought in 6 fish. They'll be happy with this. I'm sure they would want a little bit more weight, but Team 21 managed 6 fish, 2 overs, 4 unders for a grand total of 10.11 pounds. Fantastic start to a 2-day tournament that is the NOWT Championship up here in Longlac. It is an honor to be a part of this. It's an honor to be a spectator, and it's certainly an honor to see all these wonderful fish coming to the stage. Team 42 is up next. And that consists of Cameron Caron and Jacob Bouvet. Here come their totals. 5 fish. 8, 12. Very respectable. Very, very respectable for Team 42. We have to get the official slip in order to make it official, even though, oh, wait a minute. Christelle? Wait a minute. All right, hold the phone. So Team 42 has already brought a big fish to the scales. They had an over 7.42 pounds. They have just managed to bring in 5 more fish on top of that for a grand total of 6 fish, 8.12 on top of the 7.42. Where does that put them? In 9th place. 9th place. Congratulations, Team 42. Cameron and Jacob, you guys have done fantastic. That is very impressive. 6 fish, day 1 total, and you are definitely in the hunt with that. Great work. We got David Grad currently right now, who is from the province of Quebec, came to Ontario and managed to bring a skill set that is unique in the sense that when you go out of province and you're able to compete at a high level and succeed as David has, true testament to him and his partner. But they continue to bring in big fish. 6 fish. Look at this bag. Oh man.
Locked in weight, 1128.
Nice job. Nice job. So set 6 fish. They will definitely be happy with that. Would probably have liked to have a little bit more weight for those 6 fish, but David and his partner, Team 56, we'll get to know them right now. David and Robbie done very, very well in the past. They have won a few tournaments, but to do it out of province in waters that are unfamiliar to them and be able to compete at this level, at a high level, true testament to the kind of anglers they are. David and Robbie, we look forward to seeing you on day 2, and hopefully you have an even bigger bag tomorrow. We gotta take a second here to again thank our sponsors. Again, if it isn't for them, a lot of this doesn't happen. I'll tell you. There's always great intention, but without the wheels and the means to make it happen, it just doesn't. So thanks so much. We got Team 6 on stage right now. Team 6, we're gonna weigh their bag and see what they come up with. Team 6 is Nathan Kozlovich and Dave Lemieux. Let's see what their total bag is. Nathan and Dave are also a part of our championship. And that's the other thing too, folks. Maybe you don't understand how all this works, but the championship doesn't involve all the teams. It's usually the top 40 teams that are involved in the championship, and they do so in terms of qualifying for the championship by winning or placing very high in some of our qualifier tournaments, like Hooverville, like Hearst, like Potawatomi, like the Sioux, like Timmins. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them out there that are all part of this trail. It all comes together in the championship. There's a nice over. 462. Nice fish. Nice fish. 462. Of course, this is 26 and Dave Lemieux. It's a great final total. Get the slip handed to us. We will make it official. Just a one over. Big fish today. Just shy of 5 pounds. Very respectable. So this is a 6 fish bag. These are the 5 unders. 464 on top of their 42 big fish. We're going to get the slip to make it official so that we know. Perfect. 6 fish total. As mentioned, they weighed in 6 fish, 1 over, 5 under, 4, 6, 4 was their big fish, and then their 5 unders gave them a total almost the same as the big fish, 462. That gives them a grand total of just over 9 pounds. They're in the hunt, not in the top 10, but they are definitely in the hunt. They can work on that for tomorrow. Something to build on. But a great accomplishment for Team 6 to be able to make it through a day like today where the wind has really picked up. You've got, what, 4, 5 foot waves out there right now, Christelle? Yeah. 86, Team 86 is up next. Conditions are anything but ideal. So we got Dave Kennedy and Blair McGuire. They're going to weigh in their fish.
Locked in weight. 1143.
1143. Great bag. Nice bag of fish. I'll be very proud of that. Definitely something to build on. It may not exactly be thrilled, but to bring in 2 overs and 4 unders for a grand total of 11 for 3, it will keep them out of the top 10, but definitely they are still in the hunt. So good luck to Team 86, David and Blair. Team 2 is up next. 26. Team 26 is up next. Team 26. Team 26 on the board. Number 1 in your hearts. And this is Ernie Michon and Danielle Hackey. Let's see how they do. 2-2-1. Team 26 with 2 unders. They won't be happy with that. 2.21 pounds. Still an accomplishment to get back to the dock given the conditions. 33. Team 33 is up next. That is Alex and Gillian. And I'll say this: these 2 are always in the hunt. Always in the hunt. 594 for the big fish of the day. 594, and then we're going to see their unders. So that was their big fish. 594. Hopefully they have a 6 bag limit. If they do, they are going to be close. They'll definitely be in contention. Oh, they have their over. Coming under. All right, so we got a 6 bag limit. Team 33. I like Leanne. 05. Top of the 5. So they're in good shape. We'll get the official slip to see what the final total is to make it official. Our good buddy, Retta would always say 805 is their under total, and with their over big total on top of the other 5 fish, their 6-bag limit gives them a grand total of, well, it's not enough to be in the top 10, but certainly something to be a part of. 74. All right, well, Leanne and Alex, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. That is still a very, very respectable bag and definitely keeps the hunt. So keep up the great work, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks again for all who are watching and following us along. It's exciting to be a part of this here in Longlac, which is the host and ground zero for the NOWT Championship. It is the pinnacle of the Walleye Trail up here in Northern Ontario. All these communities do such a great job to promote this fishery and this event. 242. We're going to find out a little bit more about this team as the slip comes to us. We'll find out together who it was that just weighed in those fish and where they are in relation to the rest of the participants. So that's Team 74. Dom and Sebastian, they managed 4 unders, so they won't be super thrilled with that. I'm sure they were looking for an over, unless they had one earlier today. Let's have a look. Team 74. Nope, they did not. So 4 fish was their total. And 242 doesn't put them in contention, but as I said, accomplishment in itself, just to survive what is a grueling day of fishing. Yeah, the sad thing, as I said, when blast off happened and all the boats were being launched, it was a beautiful day. Sunrise was coming up, not a peck of wind, and then all of a sudden the last boat got launched off the trailer, and Mother Nature just flipped the switch, and up came the winds, and it made it for a grueling day of fishing for our owners. But you see some healthy bags.
1190, 1190.
All right, who we got up next here? This is Team 55. Team 55, love that number. One of my favorite. Danny Vinod and Dan Talia. Respectable bag that they brought in. 2 overs, 4 unders, so a total of 6 fish. Nice work, lads. And we will get it tallied so that we can make it official. 11.90 pounds for Team 55. Congratulations, Danny and Dan. You guys have done well. Danny squared. 11.90 doesn't put you in the top 10, but certainly keeps you in contention. And they are known to work on those totals. And I dare say you will see another equal bag, if not bigger, from those 2 tomorrow. So we wish them luck on that. 6 fish bag coming to the weigh scale.
Locked in weight. 1037.
1037. Great job by our weighmaster Chantel. She always does a fantastic job keeping it professional, but keeping it light. She's quite the comedian. If you've had the pleasure of being around her when she is not doing the weighing duties for the NOWT, all of these walleye tournaments up here, she does a fantastic job. She gets a little juicy, as she would put it, with all these fish. So I dare say she's going to need a towel and probably a warm shower after this is all over. For those of you following along at home, of course, our top 10 right now Team 9, Jesse and Francis Des Champlain, 18.55. They're in the lead. Right behind them is Team 49, Brett and Sebastian with 18.03. Steve and Kevin managed to get up into third place. 17.76 was their total. They had a nice over. Team in fourth place, we have Dawson and Raphael with 17.31. Walt and Josh, Team 10, with 17.29. That is your top 5 right now. And the top 10 we will announce a little bit later because I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more jockeying going on. I can't. 38. Team 38. Team 38's up next. 14. All right. So 14 is the team that just came up before this one. That consists of Corey Victor and Kenny Casey. They brought in 6 fish as well. Very respectable total for their 6 fish. That makes 2 overs and 4 unders. 10.37 was their total bag. Congratulations, Corey and Ken. That is, again, a total you can work on for tomorrow. You can build on that. Doesn't put you in the top 10 for day one, but certainly puts you in contention for tomorrow. Their father and son team. I love seeing this. This is like the 3rd or 4th father and son team you've seen come to the weigh scale. You wonder if these young lads, if it even bothers them to be out in that wind, to be out in, those waves. Because I'll tell you, judging by the look on his face, he can't wait to get back out there again. Look at that. Oh, man. Love it. Absolutely. Let's find out who Team 38 is. That is Mitch Cousineau and his son, Justin. They brought in a very impressive bag of fish. 3 total. So they had 1 big fish. 4.86 was their big fish. Very nice fish. And then their 2 unders were just over their big fish with 4.99. If you add those 2 together, it won't put them in the top 10. But I will say this: that matter, and I'm sure it doesn't. To be able to compete on is an accomplishment itself, and we truly respect that here. Seeing these father and son teams together. 4.86. It just puts them over 9 pounds, but definitely in contention. 2's up next. Look at their total. So, and her accomplice are doing best her weight. 2, Jean-Marc Oti and Gilles Oti.
Locked in wings. 888 888. Eight to eight for one big fish.
That's our big fish of the day. 828. That's the big fish of the day right there. Eight is our big fish of the day.
Locked in win for 5804.
It is. Let's see what the 828. Oh.
Got a friend here. I want to say hi.
How you doing, Frankie, baby? Fantastic job. I wish I could look as good as you, man. Well, no. Team 20's up next. Team 20, 28. And then, of course, is our good buddy Nick Hudson and Frank Clark. Here on the trail. Smile. Is Nick all right out there, Frank? Okay. Yeah. Frank, it's my fault. My fault.
Locked in weight. 1114.
Boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so there's this big official. Dave brought in 2 at 400. As they are
Locked in weight. 732.
Okay, it looks like it's back. Let's see if it's muted. No. Not sure what happened. Thanks, Judy, for letting us know, though, that we were having audio problems. Not sure what's going on here. Test, test, test. Nope, it's not registering. Hopefully you can hear me now, folks. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me now. If you can hear me now, give me a thumbs up. It's not registering on the mic, unfortunately, but I'm not really sure. Do we got to keep up with the totals as the tickets are continuing to fly in. If you can hear me, great. If you can't, we're working on it. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Team 4 just came to the stage. That is Danielle and Tommy. We got pounded out there, as did all of our anglers, and still brought a respectable bag of fish to the. Oh, hold the phone. They already weighed in a fish. They had an over today, 6.22 pounds. So on top of that, they managed to bring in another 5 fish for a whopping 6 fish total, 6.09 pounds on top of the 6.22 that they have, and their grand total unfortunately doesn't put them in the top 10, but just puts them just shy of 13 pounds. So for Danielle and Tommy, they'll be working on this tomorrow, but that is a very respectable bag of fish. Congratulations to you two. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Kit. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Nice to have you along, my friend. Thank you. Kit is one of the most positive people I've met on this trail. Miss you up here, Kit. But we will see you soon at some time, my friend. All right, Team 7 just came to the stage. They managed 6 fish. So to Andre Chenier and Darren Denau, congratulations that you managed to get 6 total fish for our very respectable total of 10.63 pounds. You should be very proud of yourselves for that. I know it's not exactly what you were hoping for in terms of where it placed you in the standings, but definitely a bag worthy of building on for tomorrow. Team 78 is up next. Team 78 is weighing in their fish as we speak. That consists of James Nord and David Del Bianco. Definitely the best dressed angler. Definitely the best dressed angler. Well done. 5 under. 5 under for Team 78. 291 for Team 78. 291 for 5 unders. But I will say they may not have placed very high in the standings today, but if it was a fashion show, he would be my winner. That was a beautiful shirt that he was wearing there. Would I wear it? No. It's nice to see it on other people. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So they brought 5 unders, but they already had an over 3.66 pounds on top of the 2.91 that they just brought to the stage. Again, just puts them over 6 pounds for the day. Very respectable that they got 6 fish, but something has to be said about a sharp wristband. All right, we're probably a little past the halfway point in the field. Still quite a few boats out there. Team 68 is up next on the hot, if you will, when it comes to weighing in their fish. You should be very proud, Sylvie. The Cohen brothers, father, son.
30th after day one.
Locked in weight, 997.
Six fish, 2 overs.
Ten four, 10. That's a good question. I don't know if that is or not.
Huh?
10-4, 10. Test.
Maybe
Test.
it will
No,
work.
test. Is there an on-off button on the actual mic or no?
It recognizes,
Oh, does
maybe it
Okay.
works.
Test. No, I don't see it registering.
See if they hear it.
Okay. Danielle, can you help us out? We're trying a different mic to see if this works a little bit better. If it is, give us a thumbs up just to let us know.
You know?
Yeah, Tony, it's good. All right, fantastic. You are back. Thanks, Carolyn. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Danielle. Really appreciate that, guys. Again, all technical difficulties. We're learning as we go. Team 22
I'm
is.
always ready.
You are fantastic, as always. The wonderful and lovely Christelle is at my beck and call when I need her most. This is Denny Martin and Perry Caverson. These boys are always in top contention. Let's see what their bag holds today.
Locked in weight, 916.
916. Very respectable. Very respectable indeed. Beautiful stuff. All right, Team 22. To make it official, they had 6 under. Total 6 under fish for a grand total of 916. Actually, that is very respectable. If you think about it, folks had a hard time finding unders during pre-fish, but to get 6 unders equaling 9.16 pounds, very respectable. Good job. 15. Team 15 is up next. Team 15 is on deck. They are measuring their fish as we speak. That consists of Sylvain Bernard and Felix Bernard, another father and son team from Duberville. They always do very well in Duberville.
Locked in weight, 1074.
10.74. Very respectable weight. Well done, Sylvain and Felix. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. So that's 2 over and 4 under that they managed to put together. And to be able to bring in 6 fish is an accomplishment in itself. But the fact that they got away to 10.74, let's find out what their ranking is after day 1. They are in 32nd spot. Oh, is it much better? Natalie, thank you for that. Good audio now. Fantastic. So we'll do this tomorrow as well, just because you guys said so. Thanks for that. Again, you guys out in Facebook land, you make this work just as well. Well, you make it work better for us because we get to know from your feedback how things are working and what you like, what you don't like. So we really appreciate your involvement and keep up the great work, folks. We're going to do our best to try and get through the rest of the field. I see lots of boats being thrown on trailers. We still have fish to weigh in. We got some big bags that are coming. Oh, my word. One big bag just, he can barely carry it. 35. Okay.
Well, now you can hear me.
Yes,
You
I
don't have
can.
the ear
I know.
muffs on.
And they actually said that the audio is better now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the audio is better.
Of course.
Yeah. All it takes is a big fuzzy mic to do it. So this is Team 35. Brian and Ryan. Tough day out in the water?
Yeah, not the best. This nice one again.
That's fishing, boy. That's why you're there and I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
I don't envy you being out in that chop.
Oh,
That's not a walleye chop. That's a blue whale chop. All right, nobody's going to move. 6 fish. Here we go for Team 35. Ryan and Ryan Piskowski.
Watching weight. 924.
924. Well done. Well done to Team 35. 6 fish. Very respectable. We will see them tomorrow. Although they might not be super happy with that total, it is still an accomplishment in itself to bring in 6 fish, 2 overs, 2 unders, 4 unders, I should say, as they did. And that is a weight that they can build on for tomorrow. And right now it puts them in 46th spot out of 16. So they're halfway there.
They're weighing one big
I'm
fish.
going in with my big fish.
One big fish. Big fish. We have a big fish. Can this be the big fish of the day?
Tropical Laker weighs 469.
469. So it's not big fish of the day, but great accomplishment for a father and son team. Love seeing these young lads involved in fishing. So chill, so relaxed, so excited. Just happy to be here.
I'm having a good time.
Yep, absolutely. You know, and every young angler that has come to the stage so far, all you see is smiles, and they can't wait to get back out there, Christelle. It's fun to watch. That's the part I really enjoy. This is a good bag of fish. This is the young lad was having a hard time carrying this to the stage. So let's find out what their bag is. I don't even know what team it is. What team is this, Christelle? What team is this? What number?
4 under. Nobody move.
Team 3. Team 3. Team 3. Team 3.
Watching weight. 607.
07 on top of their big fish. That's a good weight. Good for them. So Jacob and Luca, father and son team, the Gauthier team Gauthier. As I said, they managed to bring in 4 unders. So the big fish, they still had 5 fish though, right? Judging by that. They still
4
had,
fish.
they had 4 fish,
4 fish.
but they had a big fish of 469, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 469 was their big fish. 6.07 was their total weight of unders. And let's find out where that puts them in terms of the leaderboard. 6.07 and 4.69. They're big fish for team 3. Jacob and Luca. They are currently in 32nd spot. with just over 10 pounds. So good job, father and son. Hope to see you on stage tomorrow. All right, so Team 63 just weighed in their fish. Let's find out who they are. That's Joel Bernard and Zachary Lord. And they managed 2 overs and 4 unders for Team 63 for a grand total of 842. Team 29 is up next. 842. Team 63, good job, lads, for you. Team 22. Not sure where did that come from. Team 22. Yeah, we already have it in.
Oh,
It's already in.
46.
1146. That's a good bag. Let's find out what team that is. Let's see here. Team 29. Team 29. Who does that consist of? Oh, Alain Mercier and Jean Mercier. The Mercier father and son team. Nice to see this generation come together. They won in Geraldton for those who were up at Geraldton. It looks like they are continuing on that trend again today with 6 fish, 2 overs, 4 unders. 1146 is their total weight. Nice work to the Mercier boys representing Hearst very, very well. And that puts them in 25th spot. So Jean and Alain, good for you, lads. Good job. Love seeing, as I said, these father and son teams continue to dominate and do very well in these events.
39.
Team 39. Team 39. These are part of your championship. We announced them and introduced them yesterday. This is Luke Portalos and Kyle Chmielewski. Chmielewski. Okay, I got that really wrong. For all you Polish people out there, my apologies. I'm a munchie cake. All I know is the ski. Everything else that comes before it is a jigsaw puzzle, so I apologize. 6 fish. 6 fish. Here we go. I got 6 fish.
910.
910 for Team 39. I know that that's probably not what they were hoping for, to bring in 6 fish. On a day like today, 2 overs, 4 unders, 9.10 pounds. Team 39 in the championship. What does that weight put them in? Currently in 51st spot. 51st spot. And again, for those who aren't aware, just Chimo. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you, buddy. You you have my back. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chimo. I'll remember that. As I said, if you weren't aware, or I didn't, maybe you just joined us a little bit late, the tides turned a little bit when it comes to the weather. These boats left the docks this morning. I wouldn't say it was calm, but it was a heck of a lot calmer than it is now, because Mother Nature turned on a switch and has made this a very difficult day of fishing. But we're still seeing some incredible bags coming to the dock. Currently, right now, we've got some more fish. They're going to be measured, and eventually weighed. We're going to find out who this is. Team 93. 93. So there we are. This goes to show how many freaking boats we have in this field. Luke and Robbie Prete. Luke is his captain. Robbie is his co-angler. Team 93, 6 fish. Here we go. Let's see. Team 93. They haven't weighed in anything earlier today. They have 6. So our weighmaster, Chantel, didn't like what she saw. She's going to weigh the big fish on his own, with hopes that they'll behave.
three.
433 for their big fish. And in case you didn't hear that from Christelle, if they lose any water outside of the tub, so if the fish, flops and water is removed from the tank, that is an automatic reweigh. Because unfortunately at that point it's not calibrated properly, and we want to make sure that all these anglers get whatever last little bit of ounce they're able to get. We don't want to gyp them, so we do what we can to make sure that everything is on the up and up.
Locked in weight. 540.
All right, so we're going to get the official slip, find out what team we're dealing with. It was Robbie and Luke, as I mentioned. Team 93, their grand total. Team 18's up next. So they brought in 6 fish, 1 over, 5 under, 5.40 is their big fish. And their unders were 4.33, I should say. Grand total of 9.73 pounds, puts them in 46th spot. Team 18 is up next. We're going to see their fish and their weight momentarily. Let's find out a little bit more of that team, who that is. Team 18 consists of Sebastian Lizo and Jeff Vipon. 10.45. 10.45. Great bag. 10.45 for Team 18. Nice work, lads. Slip makes it official. We can register it, dial it in to make sure that we have all the totals, but to bring in 2 overs and 4 unders for a total of 10.45 certainly is nothing to sneeze at. Team 96 is next. That is our last team registered, I should say, not the last team to weigh in, but definitely the last team on our leaderboard. And they have already brought in a big fish. So this is going to be interesting to see what they're able to add to their total. So Captain Glennie Jean-Georges and Nelson Nokuchi. All right, so they had a previous big fish, 6.17. And on top of that, I believe they're weighing in 2 unders for a grand total of 3 fish today. For Team 96, I am correct. So 1 big fish plus 2 unders, totaling 1.58, including their big fish, 617. That gives them a grand total of 7.75 pounds, and currently they are at 66th spot. So they have a lot of catching up to do based on how these guys compete and gals compete up here. Anything's possible. Anything at all is possible. We got Team 17 up next. Team 17 consists of Danny Secord and Larry Naveau. These guys have been very prevalent on the NOWT trail, always in the top of the mix, usually do very, very well. Proud to have them a part of this tournament trail and part of the walleye community, to say the least. They're very active in the monogamy event that goes on. They've been very involved with MFN fishing and have done and achieved a lot of great. Oh, got a lively fish over there. Sorry, guys. There's a lively fish just not wanting to cooperate. But these two have done very, very well and achieved a lot on this tournament trail. All right.
So you can write down the numbers.
Uh-oh.
Scratch it out. And write DQ. Just give it a list.
Okay, so unfortunately, Larry and Dan, and this is how strict the tournament is, you're allowed 2 overs and 4 unders, but you can only have a maximum of 2 overs. If you go over that and bring in 3 overs, unfortunately, you are DQ'd for the weekend. So to Larry and Dan, my sincerest condolences, but it is what it is, and we have to keep everybody honest. Dan, Larry. Hopefully they enjoy a nice steak dinner tonight. Yeah, they will not be competing tomorrow, unfortunately. All right, who have we got up next?
Lock in at 474.
49? 39. Team 39. This consists of Luke Portelas and Kyle Chimliski. Kyle Chimo. Thanks, Jimmy. Help me out there, bud. You're still up there. Your comment's still there, so I appreciate that. They've weighed in one fish so far. Let's see what the rest of the bag contains.
Locked in case. 47.
Well, got one more.
Number 89.
39. So that Team 39 already brought in a big fish. That was Corey and
I don't remember.
Team 39. I don't understand how that is there.
Wait, go together. Nobody move.
That shouldn't be there.
Oh yeah, no, there's a weight that's not supposed to be at 39.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on.
I'll set that aside. All right. We're gonna have to go back to that. I'm not sure how that got in there.
Sometimes they give their boat your ticket or instead of their boat.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
So we have to check it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to go through that. So Team 89 is up next. That consists of Jerry and Tanner Francois. They brought in 6 fish, 1 over, 5 under.
Good job.
Okay, so that is another yes. Absolutely. Boom. Okay. All right. All right. Well, it looks like we're done. We're going to do the final tally. We'll update the board, but everybody has weighed in. It's all over for day 1. Thanks so much to all those who came out. There's quite a crowd out here right now. We have some incredible totals, some great fish. And as it is right now, our top 10 consists of, in 10th place, Cameron Caron and Jacob Bavot. In 9th place, Danny Bacon and Marilisa Bacon with 15.63. In 8th place, Jason Doyen and Rob Laframbraise with 15.63. In 7th, we have William and Zachary with 16.32 pounds. In 6th, Joel and Tanya with 17.1. In 5th place, we've got Walt Jinkerson and Josh LaFontaine at 17.29. In 4th place, we have Dawson Bernath and Raphael Ramsey with 17.31. And in 3rd place, their top 3, Steve Gravel and Kevin Robino with 17.76 pounds. And in 2nd place, we have Brett Robinson and Sebastian Depete, 18.03. And of course, in 1st place, the father and son duo from Duberville, Jesse and Francis de Champlain, with a whopping 18.55 on what has been an absolutely miserable day to fish. But to see that kind of total, those kind of fish, and names that are familiar with us and a few that aren't in the top 10 certainly is awesome to see. And we look forward to seeing you folks tomorrow. Thanks for all of your incredible support. Great content, great questions, great comments, and just being here on a Saturday, a wonderful Saturday up here at Longlac, the NOWT Championship 2025. We will see you tomorrow.
Stay tuned for the final results.
Okay. We have
Thank you so much.